Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Brewer. I'm a medical doctor and also the Deputy Health Officer here in Santa Barbara County. And we've been getting some questions about the new vaccine. And so I'm going to answer some myths and some facts about the vaccine for you today.
The first one is COVID-19 vaccines are not safe because they were developed and tested quickly. It is true that this vaccine was developed in record speed. Vaccines typically take several years to develop, but through new technology, which is likely to lead to rapid vaccine development in the future, we now have a vaccine in about a year that is safe and very effective. Another reason why we have this vaccine so quickly is that they were mass producing the potential vaccine candidates as they were being developed so that they would have a large amount of the right one to quickly begin administering to people. This method is faster and cost a lot more money, but the vaccine still had to go through all the regulatory steps until it was deemed safe and effective by top scientists and medical experts all over the world. I already had COVID-19 and I've recovered, so I don't need to get vaccinated for COVID-19. Because you've had COVID-19, you do have antibodies and some protection. We just don't know how long that's going to last. We believe that the vaccine will give you more potent and possibly longer lasting immunity. So it's recommended that you do get the vaccine after more vulnerable people have received it first. COVID-19 vaccines have severe side effects. This is a really important question that I feel everyone is worrying about. The COVID vaccine has already been given to tens of thousands of people in trials. First, we know that most people will have a sore arm at the injection site, which is kind of like when you receive a tetanus booster. Second, people may also develop sore joints, muscles, headaches, and/or a fever that is actually more pronounced generally after receiving the second dose. This is your body demonstrating that you are developing an immune response that will protect you in the future. These symptoms are relatively minor and typically don't last more than a day and a half. You may need a day off to hydrate, rest, or take some acetaminophen after that second dose. I don't need to wear a mask after I get vaccinated for COVID-19. This is false. You will need to continue wearing a mask after you get vaccinated for a time. The vaccine is about 95% effective, meaning that there is a small chance, around 5%, that you could still get infected. Also, we're not sure yet if the vaccine only prevents you from getting symptoms, but that you still could have the virus in your nose and be able to carry and transmit it to others. So, now more than ever, wear your mask. We're on a scary path with more infections, hospitalizations, and deaths than ever before during this pandemic. So we should all keep wearing our mask until the experts tell us we don't need to any longer. More people will die as a result of a negative side effect to the COVID-19 vaccine that would die from the virus. Myth. This statement could not be more false. Approximately 3,600 people died from COVID yesterday, in just a single day, and hundreds of thousands have died already. To date, there is no evidence of even a single death related to the vaccine. Make no mistake, you may feel a little crummy for a day or two after the second dose, but it is nothing compared to the destruction of COVID with its mortality, people having heart attacks, strokes, needing limbs amputated, not to mention all the people that have survived an infection but now are experiencing long-lasting shortness of breath, heart problems, dizziness, and overwhelming exhaustion. The vaccine is clearly safer than getting the infection. COVID-19 vaccines were developed to control the population through microchip tracking or nanotransducers in the human brain. Myth. This is great science fiction, but not true. The vaccine is what we've been waiting for this long, tragic, scary, difficult, and weird year. We can reach herd immunity, which means most of the population is immune to an infectious disease, one of two ways. The natural way, which means that we let the virus rage on and hundreds of thousands more people die, overwhelming our hospitals, medical personnel, and infrastructures. Or we take the vaccine, so we begin to see our loved ones again, send our kids back to school, and get our economy back on track. COVID-19 vaccines will alter my DNA. Myth. The COVID vaccine does not enter the nucleus of a cell, and it does not alter your DNA. I will need 2 doses of the vaccine. Fact. This is true. You will need 2 doses of the Pfizer vaccine, as well as the Moderna that's expected to come out next week. You'll receive about 50% immunity after the first dose and upwards of 90% with the second dose. The COVID-19 vaccine will be available free of cost. Fact. This is true. You will receive the vaccine for free. If I get both doses, the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine is 95% effective in protecting me against COVID-19. This is true. The Pfizer vaccine is very effective and even exceeded what we thought was going to be the success of this vaccine in preventing you from dying or getting ill from COVID. Typically, it will take 2 weeks after getting the vaccine for my body to build immunity to COVID-19. Fact. It does take approximately 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days after getting the second dose to begin having immunity or protection against COVID-19. I hope this question and answer session was helpful. For more information about COVID-19 and the vaccine, you can go to our website.